Hey townies, my name's Philip and this is the Mountain City Show. Today's segment, I'm going to talk with my sister Sharon today. We are going to cover a lot of stuff. We haven't chatted in a while, so this should be fun. So if you could, stick around, become a resident of the mountain, hit like and subscribe, and let's dive in.
This time, last year, I think it was last summer, I went to go get gas for the lawnmower, right? Fill up the gas tank. It's like freaking July, sweaty. I was sweating to death. I just got done like plucking weeds and stuff. So I'm filling up the gas tank. The next thing I know, the fucking thing won't turn off. It won't turn off. I look around. It's overflowing. I look around. There is no one. No one at the gas station, gas pumps. I don't know what to do. I'm holding it out from the car like this. It's shooting up like a hose. Whoosh, whoosh. I'm hitting the handle. I'm panicking. I don't know what to do.
Did you really?
Yes, it was bad. It was going all over the fucking place.
Was anybody around you?
No. I mean,
any other
the
cars?
handle was like, you know, when you grab the handle, it should tighten up or whatever. And when it should just stop.
Yeah.
Nope. It was just flopping.
Oh, my God.
There was no tension in it. Gas is flying everywhere. I mean, I'm like, oh, my God, fuck. Holding this thing. Finally, it just stopped. And I would look around. I mean, I had gas on me. There was such a huge puddle.
They call the fire department.
Such a huge puddle. I go in, and there's one man in front of me. I have to wait on him. I smell like gas. I'm wet. I said, you might want to shut that pump off out there and call somebody because I just flooded the whole thing with gas because it wouldn't shut off. I was so upset about it that I never even thought about what I paid for the damn shit.
Oh my
I just
God.
got in the car and left.
Was it still running?
Yes.
Oh, my God. What'd you do? Just lay it on the ground?
I was so panicked and frazzled over the whole thing. I just couldn't believe it. I was no one around to help me. Everybody's at Sheetz all the fucking time.
Yeah, they are.
You look around, there's no one there.
All right, so for those of you who don't know what a Sheetz is, it's like a 7-Eleven, sort of, but more like what's a good competition for Sheetz? Love's, maybe.
No.
It's not a truck stop. It's a convenience store with gas pumps and they make food.
I forget what the one in the South is called. It starts with a W, I think.
Wawa.
Wawa, that's it.
Yeah, they have Wawas.
Wawa.
Wawa.
It's like a Wawa.
It's like a Wawa. And the other one's like what's the farms? There's a farm one. I can't remember the name of it.
Not sure.
But Wawa's a good one. It looks like Wawa. So it's just like Wawa. And we have quite a few of them up here. So my sister's experience pumping gas makes me laugh.
Yeah.
What else? What about in the mornings?
Oh, yeah. If you're not from around here and you stop at Sheetz in the morning, it's like a water trough, but it's a coffee trough. Everybody's in there to get coffee. Everybody has hats on. Everybody's driving a truck. And everybody's name is Bud. So you go in, hey, Bud, how are you? Hey, Bud, I haven't seen you in a while. Hey, Bud, did you hear about so-and-so up the street last night?
That is so true.
Hey, Bud, did you see Cumberland on Patrol?
Yeah, that's so true.
You don't have to know anybody's name. Everybody's name's Bud.
And everybody gets on Cumberland On Patrol. For people who don't know what Cumberland On Patrol is, this is hysterical for a small town, right? So it used to be you would get the newspaper to see who got arrested when we were young. Right? Like, ooh, who got arrested? That's the only thing we'd really look at. Front page headline and who got arrested. So now, since social media came out, they came out with a website. It's a Facebook page called Cumberland On Patrol. So if anybody gets locked up, right, I guess the county sheriff's department lockup sends them photos or has a website, and they get in there and get their mug shot, what their charges were, and then he posts it all over Facebook on Cumberland On Patrol. And not only does he do that, but he literally sits at his house and listens to a scanner, right? So the scanner will go off and, you know, whatever. You need an ambulance on so-and-so for such a thing. And then he types all that up and then sends it out. So you don't really need a newspaper or a radio channel to get any news about what's happening to anybody because it'll automatically come on Cumberland On Patrol. Which is kind of nice in a way. I mean, it's a but it's really weird because it's a small town, right? So a lot of times we're all just looking to see if it's anybody we know who got arrested.
That's all we're doing.
Right?
And that's all anybody does.
Right? And then when we look at them, we can see, it'll tell you how many times they freaking visited. Right? How many times they've been in the county jail? 28 times.
Yeah.
33 times.
Yep.
48 times. I'm like, what do you do 48 times to
Yep.
get in and get out?
Yep.
Like most people, it seems like they get locked up. They're in prison. Not these people around here, bud. They just keep them. They keep them, kick them out. All right. Now they come back.
Yep.
But it's hysterical looking at that website. I don't know if any other towns have that, but it is funny. And it makes me laugh. And I'm guilty. I watch it. I look at it. I look, see who's doing it. I can't help myself. It's like watching a train wreck or a freaking car
Or you
wreck.
go into work. Hey, did you see so-and-so on Cumberland on Patrol? That's what I call it all the time.
That's true.
Sorry, but I do.
We all do that.
Cumberland on
Did
Patrol.
you see? And then like all the wrecks. So this guy, if there's a wreck, right, and he's out and about on a Friday or Saturday, it's usually Friday and Saturday nights. He goes out in his car with his scanner, and then if somebody's getting arrested, DUI, domestic, whatever, he rolls up on the scene, takes photos, and then posts it on his Facebook page. And he's got like 62,000 followers, and that's the amount of people that are in the entire freaking county. We have like 65,000 people in the entire county, and he has all of them on his little
Does that
website.
include the people in prison? Because the demographics.
No. Yes,
how
actually.
they play with
Yes.
the demographics here, and they
Yes.
say that our area is much more populated than what it really is.
It includes that because there's 3,000 inmates,
Yeah.
and that includes in the demographic for the 65,000 people. Yeah, they included them because they got to live somewhere. That's just their home.
Is that federal and state prisons?
No,
just-
I didn't.
You got.
Federal's
I mean, we
probably
got
another
more
1,000.
than one
So
prison
it's probably
here.
4,000.
Yeah,
It's probably 4,000 people.
that's a good many.
Yeah, it's a lot. So the numbers are all inflated. But yeah, get on Cumberland on Patrol and look. It's hysterical.
Yeah, that'll tell you what the crime is back here.
Yeah, well, it'll tell you what's going on. A lot of it is still drugs, but that's everywhere you go. It doesn't matter where you go. There's drugs.
Yeah.
They're just, you see it a lot more because you're in a country area and the population is so small versus in a city where if you want to see it, you have to go into a certain demographic.
Well, and I think one thing that's changed from us growing up here is just the presence of the prisons have brought in so much more riffraff
Oh, yeah, they have.
than what we had before
have.
they existed
Because
here.
family members will move here because that's where their son is,
Yep.
or,
Yeah.
or their husband, and
Yeah.
they will move here. And they do. They
Yeah.
do move here.
Yeah.
And I think that's true. I think a lot of the drug trade has went up because of that.
I do too.
That's just my opinion. I don't have any facts, but I mean, just from being here and observing the county and the city, I would say, yeah,
the
definitely.
changes in the population and
Definitely, it has. It's definitely
the culture,
affected it.
everything.
Yep. I still consider our little place here. I still call it poor man's Vegas. I can't help it because we got a casino.
Oh no, we got it. Yeah, I never thought about that. That's
I call
a
it
good
poor
name.
man, especially when them people were arrested for freaking prostitution, and we got a casino. I was like, dear Lord, this is like poor man's freaking Vegas, man. I go,
funny, isn't
you can come here and play golf, play blackjack, and pick up a prostitute for $10.
So true. It's
true.
It's true.
I mean, we
true.
do. We have a casino. And this is no joke, man. You can go to that casino on a Friday and Saturday night, and it is packed.
Yep.
Packed.
Yep.
And if you want a room, like if you want to buy a room there, like if you just, hey, I want a room, it's $460 a night, right? Which is crazy for me considering where we live. It's 400. I'd be like 120, maybe, but $460 a night for a freaking room at the casino. But when you do go there, there are a lot of people that are there that are not from here. They come from Pennsylvania, West Virginia.
Yeah.
They come to play golf at that golf course because it's a really nice golf course. But yeah, it's like poor man's Vegas. It is. We live in poor man's Vegas. Like if you want a good time, not have to spend a lot of money, and pretty much a lot of the stuff that Vegas has. But if you want a show, you have to go to the Cumberland Theater.
Yeah.
It's not all in the casino, but I mean, we do offer the same stuff, just at a more economic level.
It's true. Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
More economic level.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could get. I mean, Prostitute was $10, man. A bunch of people got arrested for that, and it makes me laugh.
Yeah, a bunch of people we all know.
Yeah, we all know. So that was one. We all know them. So
we all know them.
Imagine being in a small town.
They put their names all over the
imagine
radio.
Being in a
Remember
small
that?
Yeah, imagine being in a small town and you got arrested for that. Now, how everybody gonna look at you?
And the one guy still says he didn't do it.
Oh, it's bullshit.
Didn't do it.
It's bullshit. And one thing you'll learn about living in a small town: if you do something, you are automatically guilty.
Yep.
Forever.
Yep.
It stays with you for
Whether you
35
did
or
it or
40
not,
years. It doesn't matter if you
They're
did
still
it.
talking about
You
it.
did it. In
Yeah.
their mind, you did it. You know what I mean? And that's just the way it is. And that stays with you for 40 years. You could be 65 years old and your friend who you've known your whole life be like, remember when you did that? And be like, I didn't do that.
Yeah.
Well, you remember when you got you got arrested for that? I remember getting arrested, but I was found not guilty.
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
It don't matter. It does not matter.
No.
Doesn't matter. You are guilty no matter what you do here. And a lot of times they'll just make stuff up. And that's cool too, because people get bored. Oh, wonder what's going on there. I saw someone go to their house. Ooh, some strange car sitting in their driveway. I wonder if she's running on him.
It's so
You know how many
true.
times I've heard that?
It is
You know how many
true.
times I've heard that? Be like, oh, because these older people have nothing to do but look out their windows. And
Yeah.
then they will literally be like, ooh, who's at their house? And then they will figure out whose vehicle that is. And then if they don't know it, or like if it's a dude coming out, it could be her freaking brother. And, you know, her husband's at work and they don't know that, but they'll be like, did you see that car? You know, they got in the neighborhood. Did you see who little Sally had over there the other day? No, why? It was a Honda Accord Black. It was a good looking guy getting out of there. Wonder what she was doing.
Yeah. It's so
You know
true.
what I
That
mean?
is exactly how it is back here.
That's what they do, right? And then when you go to Sheetz, you'll be like, man, why are these people looking at me so weird? You know what I mean?
And you know, if you're not from here and you move here,
Yeah.
you're never from here.
No, you're not.
You're
an
never going to
outsider.
fit in. Everybody knows.
You're an
not
outsider.
from here.
You are an
That's
outsider.
just the way it remains your entire existence, no matter what good you bring to the community,
Yeah,
what
right?
you do, you're still not from here.
That's true.
So, you know, it's like the scarlet letter.
It is. It is.
You're not from here.
Yeah, if you're not from here, I mean, don't get me wrong. The people here are nice people. You
Yeah.
know, they'll help you.
Yes.
If you broke down on the side of the road, somebody will stop.
Yep.
It doesn't matter who you are, what color you are, what religion you are. It does not matter. Somebody will stop and help you. That's just how it is here. But yeah, if you're an outsider, you're an outsider. Like these cliques in these small little towns have been going on for 40 years. You know what I mean? So to get into a clique, you might actually make it into that clique, but you still are not like.
You better have a couple generations.
Yeah,
that are gonna
like
be
you are not an original member.
You're not an original
Yeah,
member.
You're not an
That's
original.
So, true.
So you might not get invited to certain things, right? But you'll get invited, just not to everything.
Right.
But that's how it is up here. And a lot of people don't understand that. But I mean, it's funny, but it is
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
But
it is.
so like the other day I was talking about, you know, what people do in small towns, and like the main thing is go to bigger towns, which we do. Like I'll go to Altoona.
Yeah. You know, one of the things I think's funny is everybody here vacations in Myrtle Beach
They do. They all
and
go there.
Ocean City.
Uh-huh.
So if you don't go to those two places, people are looking at you like,
Why would you go there?
how'd you go there? Yeah.
Right? What
Yeah.
are you thinking?
Yeah.
Right? They do look at you like
Yeah.
that. Like her and I went all over the Caribbean. And then you tell them, where are you going? Why would you want to go there? You can go to Myrtle Beach. It's closer. And I was like, that's not the point. You know what I mean? The point is I want to go see stuff.
Yeah.
That's not the point. Not the point. Like I want to go out and experience new stuff. Not Myrtle Beach. I mean, I haven't been to Myrtle Beach. I'm going to go this year. But I've never been there, so I might as well go. I went to Ocean City one time, and
Well,
it was
I'm sure
awful.
you'll see a lot of
Right?
coworkers.
Yeah, right.
or-
It'll be like it's Sheetz in the morning. We'll all be at freaking a Wawa, and it'll be like,
It's
"Hey,
so
bud.
true.
Hey, bud."
It is. It's true.
Everybody calls everybody bud.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. We all
Always.
know their names.
Yeah.
But it still call each other bud. Hey, bud. What's
Yep.
up? Hey,
Yep.
bud. Hey, buddy.
Yep.
We do.
Or they got names for each other.
Oh, nicknames.
Buckethead. I've heard Buckethead, Shithead.
Shithead. Buckethead. Oh, there's a bunch.
There is a bunch.
Everybody gets a nickname.
Yeah.
They do.
The guys do it with each
Yeah,
other.
the guys all give each other a nickname.
Yeah.
And it's usually for something stupid. Mm-hmm. From when they were in kids in high school.
Yeah.
And the other big thing is, and I can tell you how you won't fit in real quick here, is when high school football season starts. Like if you go out anywhere to a restaurant, to a bar, that's all you're going to hear is about how these high school kids, or how it was back in the day. Back in the day, like I am in my 40s, and they will still talk about. It never dies. You remember when I made that catch back in 1987?
That is
dude.
so true.
I don't remember that. I was like 9. I don't know that.
True.
They do that.
They live and breathe that.
Football.
And then they think that their kid is going to be a pro player.
Oh, it's such a horrible thing.
Everything.
That makes me wonder.
It's baseball. It's soccer. It's football. Everybody just puts their kid in travel everything.
Yes.
All kinds of sports, which is really good for the kids. It keeps them out of trouble. But I think the parents' expectations here are, let's just let the kid,
That's true.
I mean, the most that you're going to get out of that is probably a nice college scholarship. But these people think every one of their kids are going to be professional athletes.
See, it makes me wonder if that's the same, if that happens in cities too, with kids playing sports. But I will say this, if you're in a city, like if your kid makes a team in a city, he's probably pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Because like I remember my old roommate, he grew up in Detroit, and his graduating class was 2,000 people. 2,000. So if you made the football team, you were an athlete.
More competition.
You know what I mean?
Than we do here.
Yeah. So,
I mean, our school system, our schools, are declining. People are moving out of the area every year. So, even the rivalry that we've seen between Fort Hill and Allegheny, and that's the two schools in our community that have had massive attendance for homecomings every year. It's a tradition. Has really, really slacked off.
Oh, it's been horrible.
And poor Allegheny has never had enough kids to even really compete with Fort Hill, and they go out for the slaughter every year, and who wants to watch that every year?
Yeah, they're graduating like 150 kids.
Who wants to watch that every year?
Where the other schools are graduating, 200.
Yeah.
So their schools are just a tiny little bit bigger. But yeah, you're right. At some point that school will be merged. But I will say this, like back onto the subject about the student athletes, when the parents are horrible at it. You are correct. They all think they're going to go play Division I baseball, Division I NFL or college teams to be picked up in the NFL. And I will say this, that has probably happened here in this town, maybe at least for a Division I school, between baseball, football, and basketball, maybe to 10, 15 kids in my lifetime, right? So the odds of that happening are slim to none. So, but I do see parents like they come down hard on them boys if they're not doing what they're supposed to on the football field, like, what are you doing, man? It's they're kids. Let them go have fun. It's about having fun. You know what I mean?
Parents are real serious about it.
Oh,
and the
my God.
kids are too, to a point. But, they're creating memories, having a great time, and just the rivalry of it. I mean, it's more the parents.
It is.
Saying, my kid's going to be a pro. My kid's this, my kid's that. And, you're dreaming a dream that you wanted for yourself and couldn't have.
Yeah, and he's got your genes. What do you think's going to happen? You know what I mean? Like the boy has your DNA. Man. What do you think's going to happen?
Come on.
And honestly, where the DNA comes from for a male athlete? It comes from his mother.
Yeah.
It doesn't come from the dad.
Well, and like Ty Johnson, for instance. Yep. I mean, it's a special kind of person in general. Dedicated at that young of an age, the mindset and the mature mindset that goes along with putting in all those hours to get where he
worked out every day, 7 days a week, before he even went to college.
You don't see kids doing that very often.
No. It's a rare person who does that.
Yeah.
And, he was so determined that, nobody picked him up.
It takes the determination with the physical ability to do that.
Correct.
And it can't come from the parent.
No.
That's something that's inside the
you're either built that way or you're not.
Yeah.
Right? And most people are not built that way.
No.
But, he didn't even get looked at. He literally had to go to the walk-on at the University of Maryland. Mm-hmm. So he would send out all those videos and stuff, and nobody picked him up. No, he didn't get any interest until he went to the University of Maryland on like the combine day where anybody could come.
Right.
And then they went, he's special. We'll take him.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's so hard to get into that it's just not you got to be a special kind of kid. Mm-hmm. You really do.
He lived and breathed it. I
He
mean,
did. And he
you
still
know,
does. He's in the NFL.
even on his own without a parent telling him he has to do this and has to do that.
He did it all on his own.
Yes.
Nobody had to say, "Hey, make sure you go work out today. Hey, make
correct.
sure watch what you eat. Hey, go make sure." He was doing that all himself.
And
It's like, I
parents
got to
don't
work
stop
out.
to think that.
No.
They just see little Tommy,
Yep.
you know, oh, he's doing this and he got this many touchdowns and he's, you know, we think he's going to go pro. He's going to go all the, please.
And then, you know what I
right?
tell? Yeah,
Please.
right. Yeah, no.
Does your kid have the drive for that, first of all?
Yep.
Number one, are they doing that on their own? Are they making that number one priority in their life all the time because they want to?
Right,
because
and that's a
it's
good point.
instilled, it's in their heart, they're driven for that?
Yep.
Or are you making them do it?
That's right. And that's a good
You
point.
know?
We did have some kids go Division I, but they did not have that determination and work ethic, and they wound up leaving. Mm-hmm. You know, they wound up even getting cut for the football team or whatever because they didn't have that work ethic. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, it's okay if you don't have it. If you're not built that way,
Well, and I
get
mean,
that.
they're
but
kids too. You
they
know,
are.
They got video games they want to play with their friends.
Fortnite.
And, you know, other things that they're doing. And it's a completely special person with a mature mindset.
Yep. I
That
agree.
does that on their own without their parents even having to. Their parents are there to guide them or whatever, but not like we see in the
like,
average
do this,
kid.
do that, where they're doing that all
Let's
themselves.
get real. Our kids are the average
they are.
high school.
Average high school
athletes.
kids, just like I was.
You know,
just like
you always
were.
got a superstar too from the high school for that year.
Always.
But it
Every
does
year.
not mean that your kid's going pro.
No, it does not.
I mean,
Like
and we
that.
see it. And, you know, parents get really nasty to each other too when they're at these games.
They yell and scream at each other.
You know.
You know what the worst job would be? Would be the referee at the football game. Like, I know a couple of them because I work with them, and I'm telling you what, they quit doing it. He was like, I'm tired of getting yelled at by all these parents. Look, I am not a professional referee.
Yeah.
We do not have instant replay.
No.
We do the best we can after we just worked a 40-hour week. You know, you're going to have to make do. Sorry.
Right?
Right? You know, I'm sorry. Well, this is not on TV.
Yeah.
This is not the Baltimore Ravens or the Pittsburgh Steelers going at it. You know, they're kids. They're 16. It's okay.
Yep.
Right? We're not going to solve the world's problems on this field today.
No.
Nobody's there. The University of Maryland or whoever is not here handing out scholarships based on what call I made.
Right.
Right? And that just doesn't happen. But it's true. There's a lot of people that think that. And it's horrible, I think. Like, I've seen a lot of the parents, they were so hard on their kids. I was just like, dear God. Like, I feel bad for the kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that happens a lot around here. It really does. But yeah, back to the at some point, what was the... Hey, thanks again for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button and become a resident of the mountain. Thanks again.